get into the third part of 45th day. Okay? We are over here and we are still gaining the knowledge over from this channel, and we have to get with our own passion, with our own vibe. If you can feel that everything is better in your life, in that case, everything will become really luminous and it's sparkling. It has to become. If you are just thinking that it's really tedious and hideous, in that case, how can you get that kind of life? You are not even able, and you won't get anything in your life. If you are thinking that you are just a parent person and you are not, you can have also hard work and you are just a mad patient, in that case, how can you go ahead? Don't you think that way? You have to go through turbulences, what obligations, obstacles, no matter what kind of they are, what level of they fall in. We don't care about that things. That kind of dismal or miserable, devastating things are just normal for you, and it has to be. So only in that case you can become successful and you can able to get that kind of what successful and prosperous journey. What not we're not talking about that kind of journey or travel. We're not talking here about traveling. No, we are just here to express our experiences, our views, what viewpoints, perspectives, of our perceptions, what we would like to share among the people. If you think that is really sustainable, and how really we have to maintain all the things over here. Only that case we can go ahead. Otherwise, everything seems ambiguous and bog. In that case, you what you can apply. We can go through a meticulous way. In that case, everything will become really how fabulous, and you feel, and you will just call all the things over here around you like how really how is yours. I don't wanna go with this flow. I feel like I'm not getting anything through this vibe or anything like that. Only in that case, how can you move forward? You can't go, and you have to think that you have to hard work for your passions. It's everything's happening. Whatever is happening around you, like auspicious. And everything's like you have to be the adenine person. If you can become anodine person, in that case, no one will come to affect your mentality, your physical health. You will get everything with your own views and with your own strategy, and what your ideas will work over will there. So you will like to be cavalier patient. If you can become that kind of patient, in that case, nothing, you won't have anything like any kind of pressure and that kind of obstacles and responsibility and duties over your shoulder. In that case, in that even in that, this is really beneficial things for you, for your mental health. But over time, it won't be, it will fade and you won't get anything from this. It is better to have everything on your shoulder. In that case, that will make your shoulder bring what it will make it stronger. And you have to be in this society. If you want to live with prosperity, harmony, liberation, prestige, reputation, all these things you want. At the same time, in that case, you have to follow, you have to go through the worst way. In that case, everything will become really appreciating, and even you feel proud to have your mentality, your mental, and your this kinds of body. So you have to feel really proud. In that case, you can get anything in your life. Otherwise, you will fail and you can't get anything in your life. So don't ever seek for confidence. Confidence is that what you are working, for what you are working over here. In that case, that will become so sparkling and luminous and strong, and somehow it can become stunning and exciting at the same time. So uh we are not here to become a so efficient person. If you can become, in that case, nobody, everyone come to insult you and they will detest you. So it is better not to say. Be a private, always learn in silence and fail in silence. That is always better. So what would you like to actually in your life? So do you think you are a docile person? If you are a docile person, in that case, you can go ahead and if you will always fall in a perilous and devastating and really miserable condition, and you can even come out from that kind of obstacles or anything like that. In that case, how can you treat yourself? In that, you will treat with not with care and kindness, and love. You will just say, it is really how I hide myself. I haven't that person. I'm not that person. What I would like to become in my past, But if you haven't hard worked, hard worked, and if you are not even hardworking on your passion, your goal, your career, in that case you won't get. You are not able to get anything in your life, and then you will have nothing except hating yourself. You know, Instead of hating yourself, just focus in your actions and career. In that case, just look what kind of benefits and look at everything you will get in the your life. you know so do you wanna you have alleged any fear, or have you ever alleged for anything? If you have, then that is a kind of really cruel. It shows your cruelty. It shows you are reckless and ruthless. You mustn't have to be that kind of person. You have to allege when you have something, like you have rights to controversy, to convey, to get that thing. Otherwise don't just detain that things. Let them uh, let it get away. Let them what they will like to, let them take whatever they would like to do with that things and instrument. We are not here to bag them. What they will let them keep what they would like to what they would like to keep. They would like to put into their mind, into their property. We are not here. We're just here to calibrate your mentality, your what if it's around it that seems like really bog and anything. Like if you once you can calibrate all the things which are around you, in that case your life will become so sparkling, and it has to be. So don't you think about caricaturing someone's personality or anything like that. If you can caricature, in that case, yeah, somehow you feel like you're actually in the process of gaining a lot of thing over here, and in that case you can feel really appreciating to have that kind of ability and that kind of capabilities. But at the same time you feel like it's not better to disown. It is better to disown accepting caricaturing, or that kind of thing is really you feel like it's really devastating and miserable for your mental and physical health. So it is better to not to get in these kind of activities. So it is advising that you are a really intelligent and brilliant person. Excellency in brilliance, intelligence is existed within you, and it has to be in every person. In that case, everyone can go ahead. uh, you can ruminate for any kind of matters, and you have to. Only in that case your progress and your growth will become really sparkling, and it has to become. In that case, how can you treat yourself? Don't you think about it? Once you can think about it, in that case your life will become really sparkling, and it has to become. you know so always feel that whatever you are doing in the life, that must be axiomatic. Only in that case, if you are still believing in it and trusting in yourself, in that case your life will become so how sparkling, and it has to become. Otherwise it is just normal. You are just treating it normal, and you are even feeling like I can't get anything in my life, and everything is here. Even that is I'm learning here and over here. That is epistematic. But I don't feel somehow I'm learning, I'm gaining. I'm even seeing my thoughts among the people. But still it looks like how really epistematic. But I want to get it is better if I'm going to get all the things through imperialistic way. Imperialistic way will teach us a lot, and we have to gain all this in our life. Only in that case it will become really appreciated, and it has most of the people have proved it with times over here. And we have they are the people, they are the examples of that kind of activities. So what would you like to do? Would you like to support anyone's authority, or that kind of rights they have? We mustn't have to. If you but somehow you can support. That means you can challenge other people to get more profit and look at everything in the future. Through their work, their activities, or anything like that. Otherwise, it is better to distill the clear meaning, clear lucrative things. Only if you can distill, the purpose of your investigation, your research, your observation, your experimentation, and anything like that. Only that case, everything will become like how really appreciating, and it has to become. Once you feel like you couldn't say even a little bit ahead, so but now you can say whatever you like to say, because you are here with that kind of motive and mentality, and you have to say. So always be the person who feel like I'm confident